Hey guys, so I want to talk about leaving this world to your calling. Now, there are a lot of us that love living in the world. We love to live in our flesh, we like to live in our sin, and we like to do whatever we want to do. But there's something far greater for us that we can get if we choose to go after it, and that's going to be hard. There's something that Jesus has for you. He has something far greater than this world to give you. But until you let go of this world completely in full trust and surrender in Jesus, you won't get it. You have to be willing to leave this world behind and embrace what Jesus has for you. And that's hard, especially when our flesh is fighting us. It's a battle. We have to put our full faith and trust in Jesus Christ and give all our sins and our problems to Him so that we can have that strength imparted into us to walk away from this world, to desire to go after what Jesus has for us. But we have to make that choice. We have to really want it. Until we want it, we're not going to go after it. That's something that we need to have in us. We need to have that desire to go out of this world and to go serve Jesus, to be with Jesus. That's the only way that it will really matter. Because when you do something that you don't want to do, like, help somebody that, you just feel like you have to do it grudgingly, and that's not going to mean anything. That's not going to impress Jesus. That's not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to, it's not going to impress Jesus. It's not going to help you with your heart. You have to really desire to serve Jesus. And you can do that if you ask Jesus to give you that desire. That's how you do it. You ask Jesus to give you that desire. That's how you go towards what Jesus has for you. Now, I must say, you only have limited time. And what Jesus has for you, if you don't want it, He'll just give that to somebody else. And you don't want that. You could lose a greater blessing just because you're too comfortable with what you have now. Guys, what Jesus has for you is far more important and far greater than what you have in the world. And at the end, when we are all in heaven, there are going to be people that are closer to Jesus than most people are. There are going to be people that have a closer seating with Jesus than others, like John. And, I'm talking about the John from the Bible, one of the 12 disciples. He was the closest, or maybe it was James, I don't know, but there was somebody that was closer to Jesus than the others. Peter was closer to Jesus than Judas was. Andrew was closer than, I think, Philip. I don't know, but what I do know is when we are all in heaven, there are going to be people that are higher than others because of what they did here in this world, because of the relationship they had with Jesus. They are going to be more, their bond is going to be stronger. They are going to have more of a connection to Jesus because of that dedication and that time that they gave to Jesus and what He had for them. So what I'm saying to you now is, you don't know how much time you have to fulfill what Jesus has for you. If you act on it now, you can get something that is far greater than this world. You can be close to Jesus. You can be one of the closest. But if you keep going after what you think is more worth your time than the world, then you could lose so much more. Because the thing is, this world is temporary. It's got temporary rewards, and it perishes eventually. But what Jesus has to offer you is eternal. It lasts forever, and it means a lot more. It will impact both you, and it will impact Jesus because he wants to be close to you. But the choice is yours. We don't know how much time we have left, period. So I suggest to you that you approach Jesus, you get closer to Jesus, because you don't know how much time you have left to do that. Get to know Jesus. Get to know what Jesus has for you, because that is something that you want. Trust me, it is. There is a greater purpose for us, and we have the choice to go after it or stay comfortable in the world. And sadly, there are a lot of people, they would rather just stay in the world and just relish in its pleasures than go after what Jesus has for them. Jesus has a calling for everyone, every single soul in this world. But if they don't want what Jesus has called them to do, then they're going to miss out on so much, because they could not let go of the world and its pleasures. But you have a choice. I implore you to choose what Jesus has for you, because that's what's going to matter in the long run. That's what's going to be most important, that connection that you have with Jesus.